Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Gwendlyn Brown claims she and her siblings weren't paid for appearing on Sister Wives until her mom Christine paid them herself. Kody Brown and his large family have been a reality TV staple for nearly 15 years, though Gwendlyn Brown, daughter of Kody and ex-wife Christine Brown, revealed in a new interview that for most of that time, she and her 17 siblings were not compensated for their participation in the TLC series. Feature published this week, Gwen opened up about her experience growing up on reality TV, telling the outlet she used to be super into filming Sister Wives, largely because the opportunity provided a substantial and much-needed financial boost for her family. "We just got thrown into fame and thrown into money. She and I stopped wanting and needing things. Life is a lot easier for a kid that's not going hungry. It was quite a blessing initially." Prior to her family appearing on reality TV, Gwendlyn said the Browns were facing a poverty situation, and while her family went on to benefit from the earnings made from their show, the family's children weren't compensated by the network. "The network only paid the parents," she claimed. "I'm not sure if they did or didn't expect the parents to pay us kids, but we weren't paid." Gwendlyn explained that eventually, her mom, Christine, decided to pay her children herself, giving them a certain amount per day or half day of camera time from the family's profits from the show. While Gwendlyn said she doesn't know how much money she and her siblings ultimately received, she claims, "It certainly hasn't been a fair share. Compensation is handled in accordance with contractual commitments and applicable labor laws and regulations." Christine confirmed that her children were not compensated when Sister Wives first began, but claimed that money was set aside for the kids' college funds and vehicles. Gwendlyn added that, now that she's an adult and able to see how odd life on TV is, she is not as keen on filming for Sister Wives, despite the financial gain. "I'm growing a bigger dislike for it. And in the past it was like, this is my normal," she said. "But now it's like, this does not have to be my normal, and it's weird." While Gwendlyn didn't reveal if, or how much, her 11 other siblings were paid for their participation on Sister Wives, her claims regarding the Browns' poor financial state pre-reality TV are similar to those made last year by her sister Maddie Brown, daughter of Kody and ex-wife Janelle Brown. As the Ashley previously told you, on a December episode of her podcast, The Authentic Society, Maddie, one of Kody and Janelle's 6 children, spoke about her family's finances, recalling that her family was very poor before nabbing Sister Wives in 2010. During the episode, Maddie, who is estranged from Kody, told listeners that, despite her dad earning decent money back in the day, the Browns still struggled financially, largely due to the number of people in the family, as well as Kody's poor handling of family funds. Maddie also alleged on the podcast that Kody always chose the get-rich-quick scheme, and claimed that when she was younger, her parents would immediately spend their tax returns instead of making an effort to save or invest the money. According to Gwendlyn, her dad continues to make poor financial decisions today, more than a decade later, with the 23-year-old alleging in 2023 that Kody and his only remaining wife, Robin Brown, have a terrible habit of spending very crazy and not within their means at all. Gwendlyn even went on to predict at the time that her dad's 3 ex-wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary Brown, would probably be a lot better off now that they were no longer finically tied to Kody. What TLC stars' kids have said about getting paid for filming Duggars, Sister Wives, and so do TLC stars when they aren't earning any? Jill Duggar grew up on camera as one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children. The family's ultra-conservative lifestyle was highlighted on 2 different reality series, 19 Kids and Counting, on both of which were ultimately cancelled. While Jill and her siblings were largely the focus of both shows, she claimed in 2020 that she was never financially compensated for her time in front of the cameras. While promoting her 2023 memoir, Counting the Cost, Jill admitted that the topic of money hardly crossed her mind during filming. "I think I was so conditioned to this belief that we were benefiting from it, from going on this trip or that trip or whatever," she told People at the time. "It was like, well, we can buy frozen pizzas instead of beans and rice now because it's covering these things." It was literally so ingrained in me to be grateful. Jill estimated in her book that her extended family likely earned about $8 million in nearly a decade of working with the network. With the help of an attorney, Jill and her husband, Derek Dillard, negotiated with Jim Bob for a $175,000 check. The Duggars aren't the only unique family to be featured on TLC, and Jill isn't the only star to speak up about money. Scroll down for financial insights from sister wives Gwendlyn Brown. Back in 2020, Jill raised eyebrows for claiming that she and Derek hadn't been paid for anything they filmed for 19 Kids and Counting or counting on until they left TLC in 2018. Of course, there were perks that came along with filming, Jill said in a YouTube Q&A, adding that the network covered expenses for various trips that were filmed. We hadn't been paid until we were really pressing about it and ended up getting an attorney involved and stuff, Jill continued. According to Derek, the pair were able to cover a portion at least of what Jill should have been paid up until the time we left the show once they acquired legal representation. Jill further addressed finances in Counting the Cost and recalled approaching dad Jim Bob about getting paid for her time on the family's shows. Jim Bob allegedly told Jill and her husband that it wasn't a very good idea for them to receive a percentage of any profits made. Jill claimed that Jim Bob announced in a subsequent family meeting that he planned to give the boys in the family $80,000. She and Derek had their suspicions about the offer, which included the signing of a contract with Mad Family Incorporated for an additional 7 years plus an unlimited number of years beyond that if the company chose, and a lifelong NDA. Jill and Derek declined the deal. Little people, big world. In 2023, Jeremy Roloff's wife, Audrey, was asked during an Instagram Q&A whether he still earned royalties from his family's TLC series, which he left in 2018. Jeremy answered via Audrey's account, revealing, "Negative, but that would be so awesome to get royalties. Never got royalties, never will." Jacob Roloff's wife, Isabel, shared similar insights in 2025 while explaining why they can't afford to fully take over the family's farm. "They definitely do not pay the kids for reruns, haha," Isabel replied in a TikTok comment when asked whether they still earned money from TLC. Gwendlyn opened up about her journey filming Sister Wives throughout her childhood. "We just got thrown into fame and thrown into money. And I stopped wanting and needing things," she said, claiming that the show helped her plural family get out of a poverty situation when it aired in 2010. "The network only paid the parents," she alleged. "I'm not sure if they did or didn't expect the parents to pay us kids, but we weren't paid." Gwendlyn claimed that her mom, Christine Brown, made sure that the kids saw some of the money eventually by providing a certain amount per day or half day of camera time. In the end, it certainly wasn't a fair share. A spokesperson for TLC told Teen Vogue at the time that Hannah Gosselin, one of John and Kate Gosselin's sextuplets, was featured in the same 2025 Teen Vogue profile, which referenced the financial gains Hannah and her siblings experienced from filming their family's show. John and Kate, who were married from 1999 to 2009, also share twins Cara and Maddie. The child labor laws in Pennsylvania were changed in part as a result of the Gosselin kids' involvement in filming John and Kate +8, resulting in legal and financial protections for child actors and reality stars that left Hannah Gosselin with enough money to pay for about half of her college education, the article noted, citing a 2012 report from a local Pennsylvania radio station. While specifics weren't revealed about how much money Hannah made, her father previously hinted that his and Kate's children made out well in terms of compensation. Gwendlyn Brown claims kids weren't paid for Sister Wives until mom Christine stepped in. Cody and Christine Brown's daughter Gwendlyn is sharing new insights into growing up in front of the TLC cameras. In a Teen Vogue feature published Wednesday, May 14, Gwendlyn, 23, and more children of reality stars opened up about their experiences filming throughout their adolescent years and beyond. Gwendlyn admitted that she was super into the process of filming Sister Wives when she was younger. "We just got thrown into fame and thrown into money. And I stopped wanting and needing things," she told the outlet, hinting that Sister Wives, which is currently airing its 19th season on TLC, gave her polygamous family the means to get out of a poverty situation when the series began. Life is a lot easier for a kid that's not going hungry. It was quite a blessing initially. Gwendlyn claimed that she and her 17 siblings didn't receive direct compensation. The network only paid the parents, she alleged. I'm not sure if they did or didn't expect the